Everyone, hope you're doing well. So I made a video recently about how I increase my testosterone by over three times the amount, and how I decreased estrogen by almost 40%. And I'm gonna give a link to the video in the description that you can check, as it also has the proof that I'm not lying and it actually happened with blood tests. So today I would like to show you and speak to you more in detail about the foods and herbs and things I did so to lower estrogen especially. So I'm gonna show you everything you need to know and everything you need to do to lower the excessive estrogen, and also not to get bad estrogen, as it is rampant in modern day era for both men and women, and it's a disadvantage for both men and women. For a woman, the excessive estrogen has led to a lot of breast cancers, and for men, especially bodybuilders, the results are known. For example, what is known as man boobs, and a decrease in testosterone, so less muscle gains and strength gains. So especially for athletes, this is important. And anyways, this is not the place to speak about it. So let's get right into the topic of the video. So here we have the list of all the foods and all the herbs and etc. that you need. So first off, the most important thing and most important change I did to my diet and routine was the first point, DIM and I3C. So for this is probably the best estrogen blocker and reducer that I ever experienced. So I added a lot of this DIM and I3C content, and it was not even in supplement forms. I took it from foods. So in foods like the cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, turnips, radish. So they are all full of I3C or DIM, as DIM comes from I3C. And in fact, just so you know, this is what they give to steroid users, because as you may know, steroid users have a very high increase in testosterone over the natural limits, like times over the natural limit. This is why they gain so much. And however, this comes with the problem, one of the problems being an increase in estrogen. So they give them this DIM to lower the estrogen during their off cycles. So yeah, anyways, increase by eating in almost every meal a bit of I3C DIM rich foods, which is mainly from the cruciferous vegetables, all these that I mentioned. So this is the best that I found to counter estrogen. I also use this supplement on which I made a video of, which does have DIM, if you can see, I3C, yeah, indole tricarbinol, of which DIM comes from. However, this supplement is not enough. It's only 40 milligrams. I would take about like 150 to 200 milligrams of I3C, or maybe even more, by eating all those cruciferous vegetables I mentioned. So yeah. Next you have red grapes. So red grapes especially are very good because first, red grapes have resveratrol, which is good and proven to lower estrogen. And also a second thing on red grapes, which is common to all grapes actually, and that is grape seeds, which is also a good thing, proven to lower estrogen. So red grapes And again, I took them naturally, so I didn't take resveratrol or grape seeds extracts, so no supplements. I only ate natural red grapes. And even grapes are good for the grape seeds, but to add resveratrol, even though it's a small amount, but it's still better than nothing. So I suggest taking red grapes. Next we have a few herbs. So first oregano, very popular herb. Then rosemary, and then nettle root, which I made a video of separately because I also find this to be a very efficient ingredient. And nettle in general are good for men and testosterone, but especially nettle root for the estrogen as well. So I suggest you take it whole, the nettle and the root, and focus on the root. And you can see in the supplement I mentioned, one of the ingredients is also nettle root extract, which is at 155 milligrams, however for 3 tablets, which is not bad, but however I took I believe much more than this, like a few grams of nettles a day, or almost a day, whenever I could find in the woods. And this one is good because in most places around the world, unless you live in a desert or something, then you can find it. However, you may search a little bit to find it, but you can find it and get it for free. So me, I would take it for free. And also from this supplement, for the 3 or 4 months I used this supplement, and the rest I would take it for free in the woods or in the garden. They are quite common actually where I'm from. So yeah. Then you have chamomile. So this one is also very good and proven to lower estrogen. It's also a herb. And I would often make drinks with these herbs. Also the thyme herb. So I would make a mix out of these. Also add some, curcumin. Because curcumin and turmeric, which comes from curcumin, is also good against estrogen. So I would mix all of them and take a drink out of it. And I wouldn't mix it with tea. That's another topic because some studies say you shouldn't mix tea with other stuff because it burns the other nutrients. So anyways, next we have another herb, which is passionflower. Now for this, there is a disagreement among scientists whether it does or doesn't lower estrogen. And the cause of the usage of passionflower is the chrycine, as you see here. So chrycine is said to lower estrogen. However, some studies say it's in vitro and not in vivo, which means it doesn't apply to living human subjects. Like some studies show it didn't work on living human subjects. But anyways, it's contradictory, and I did use it, and for this I took supplement forms, and it was also present in this one. I bought it separately, but it is also in this supplement. In this, as you see, chrycine, 100% pure, 800 milligrams. And they even said here, chrycine is added to prevent the natural tendency of the body to convert increased levels of testosterone to estrogen. So yeah, anyways, if you want to bypass it, then you can do it because it's contradictory, unlike most of these that I mentioned. Okay, so then curcumin, as I mentioned, or turmeric, which is taken from curcumin, whichever one you want. Then also onions and garlic, and this is really easy to do. because you can apply it to pretty much any meal, any regular human meal, especially in things like omelets, as I spent a lot of time eating omelets with spinach and onions and garlics. So then spinach you have. Also losing fat, which is a big tip for estrogen, because obesity and excessive body fat increases estrogen. So losing fat will help you also in losing estrogen. And then you have mustard. However, in during some blood tests, I believe I was at maintenance or even bulking. And I believe the estrogen levels were not that bad because of other stuff, because of all these things I took and other testosterone boosting stuff. So anyways, then you have, as I mentioned, mustard. So for this you can take it in sauces or the seeds, because the mustard seeds are proven to lower estrogen as well. Then avoiding plastics. So in the modern era, plastics are full of synthetic estrogen, which is the worst of the worst kind of estrogen. So avoiding plastic as much as possible. Food in plastic, heating or letting something in plastic heat, etc. Should be done. You should avoid plastic as much as possible. Even I remember I would take the water directly from water sources and put them in metal containers, metal big containers like 2-3 gallons each, and fill them and take them home. In which people saw me like a crazy guy, because they would put them in plastic containers. However, I did this for the estrogen stuff, and if it made a difference or not, we'll never know, because of all the other things I did. But anyways, it's one of the things I did. Okay, then next we have mushrooms. So this is also one of the best studies shown. Counters of estrogen, blockers of estrogen, especially white mushrooms. And I know in some countries you can even find them in forests, some edible mushrooms. And for this you should do your own research, because it's dangerous. Some mushrooms are poisonous, obviously, so you want to make sure you know what you're doing. So research for this by yourself. But yeah, anyways, mushrooms, and especially white ones. And then, as I mentioned, grab seeds. And lastly would be the citrus fruits. So citrus fruits. So lemon, it's a good estrogen blocker. Lemon is good against estrogen, so I took a lot of it. I would mix it in the end with the drink of herbs, the herbal drinks. And yeah, and also other citrus stuff. Citrus stuff you can take, for example, oranges and mandarins, clementines. So yeah, and especially oranges, they have boron. As you see here, I wrote it. This is for the testosterone. This is one of the best things that increase testosterone, so it is found in oranges and the other stuff that I wrote. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope that you find this informative, and If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. More videos are coming. I upload dozens of informative videos that are sure to inform you and teach you important stuff like this one. So yeah, thanks for watching and good luck.